Hello, everybody. Greedy Coco here, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I recently took a trip to Florida, and let's just say by the first day, the first night, by the way, not even we didn't even make it to morning. I was already sitting there screaming, "Mommy, come pick me up." So I personally feel like it'll be a good story, and that's enough chit chat. Let's get right into this. No point in there's really no point in just like beating around the bush. Before the video starts, I feel like we need to discuss how did I end up in Florida? How did I go all the way from Central America, pretty much? Like I'm in the Central of America of US of A, and I ended up all the way on the east side. Like the farthest east you can go. 2 weeks before I was set to go to Florida, my friend hit me up and was like, "Hey, in 2 weeks now, do you want to go to Florida?" And I pretty much said yes. I mean, it's not something that I should really just drag out. He asked me if I wanted to go to Florida. Surprised me. He said that he would pay for everything, and I was like, okay, let's go. So we left to Florida. It literally happened like that. I can't. I literally wish I still have the messages. It was on Snapchat. I have the messages of us just like him planning the trip and saying we're going. 2 weeks go by, and yeah, I get on the flight early as hell in the morning, and we're off to Florida. I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up. After that, the day of where we're supposed to go to Florida, we're on a 3 hour long flight. And pretty much, we get there, and it's automatically like changed. Like, we went from pretty much freezing to now in this sunny place of Florida. The next few hours was just a bunch of us getting lost because we've never been to Florida before, and we're trying to figure our way around. Eventually, we got to our hostel. Apparently, it wasn't a hotel; it was a hostel. I have nothing to say, but we stayed at this hostel. A hostel is where oh god, why am my audio loud right there for a second? A hostel is where four random people, like completely random, all go in and we spend a night together in this one room. Now, do I agree with this during COVID? No. Do I agree with this during regular time? No. They didn't tell us we had to bring our own locks. I wish I would have known that. But we're gonna move past it because none of my stuff got stolen. That's not important. Point is, we were staying at this hostel and one dude from the hostel pretty much started kicking it with us. We met him. We was like, "Hey, you want to go get some food?" He said, "Yeah." Now, before we went to get some food, I didn't come prepared, so I had to go buy some clothes to go swimming. My bad. My bad. But we finally got some clothes for me. We went to go swimming, and everything was going by good. We met a lot of good people. Honestly, dude, we literally got a drive. We literally got a Uber ride in a Tesla. Like that's crazy. I've never actually been inside of a Tesla, and just getting an Uber ride in there is honestly just dude ain't doing Uber. That's his side gig. He's doing something else. So pretty much the dude from the hostel, I'm not gonna really give him a name. He wasn't really too much into the story. But the dude from the hostel, pretty much, he was freaking out the whole time. He's getting a ride in a Tesla. Oh my god, this car is driving itself. Yeah, everyone knows that a Tesla drives itself. We can go judge him for it. He obviously didn't know. I mean, Red didn't know either, so moving on. We got an Uber ride from in the Tesla. We eventually got to the beach. We got out. He gave him a tip. We tipped in cash. We didn't want Uber taking any of the money, so we tipped them in cash. We got to the beach and we just started swimming for a few hours, like just straight get swimming. Nothing really too big is happening right now. Everything is really chill. So after everybody got done swimming and I got done getting passed around like a white girl at a frat party, if you understand that joke, you in the right place. If you don't, I would say click off the video, but I need the views. Like I said, the waves wasn't holding back, and they was ragdolling me. I ain't gonna lie, I got knocked around a few times. But we went all the way down to South Beach. Like this was the edge of South Beach that we just walked to. We see people flatlining, we start relaxing, until the dude from the hostel was like, all right, I'm gonna go to this party. I'm gonna catch y'all later. So he walks away, and we're still sitting there for a while until we notice the sun's going down. Like, oh shoot, you know what? Maybe it's time to go back home. We didn't really have. We wasted a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. On the first day, we wasted so much money. Like, it was so much money that was burnt on the first day. So it was like, you know what? Let's just walk back. So we started walking back, and we were on the sand. Now, as we're walking on the beach, it got nighttime. Everyone left off the beach. It's dark out, so we're like, okay, you know what? Let's go to a place with a little bit more light. Remember when I said there was a light? Like, it was like a light switch where if you flick it on, everybody's chill and it goes off. Everyone goes crazy. Yeah, this is where it come into play. We run over to the street because that's where the light was at. And, whew. Yeah, it got a little crazy too quickly. Literally 5 seconds while being on the street, some dude asked us if we had money for him so that he can go get some, well, I'm gonna try to, like, censor some words out. He wanted some Florida snow. If you don't know what Florida snow is, just know it goes in your nose. It's not regular snow, it goes in through your nose. And he wanted a woman that does some illegal activity. I feel like people who are adults could understand what I'm saying here. Yeah, he asked us for those things, and he said mainly the woman. We go, no, we don't, because we don't support that. So we just keep walking. Literally 5 seconds after that, dude offers us a cigarette. Okay. Didn't expect this to happen. We decline and we keep going, and now 5 seconds after that, dude came up and offered us Molly. I don't even know how to censor that. I literally don't know how to censor that. He said, "You guys want some Molly?" Molly is a beautiful girl. For those of you who don't know, we obviously said no. We don't want Molly. So we went back to the beach. Literally 5 seconds while walking on the street. Within every 5 seconds, we got offered something that we clearly did not want. So we just took the beach back and we walked all the way back home. We took a break, obviously, because that was a hefty walk. I'm not gonna lie, that walk messed me up. So we kept walking. We eventually got back to the hostel. We changed our clothes, took a shower, and we're like, you know what? I feel energized. Let's go get some food. Let's go take another walk. But this time, stay on mid beach. This was our like idea here. We was like, okay, you know what? If we stay at mid beach, we won't run into none of the party people because they're partying and having a good time. We're not trying to really do that. We're just trying to explore Florida. So like, you know what? Let's just stay over here on mid beach. So we left out at mid beach and we automatically see the subway. We see the store. We pick up some food. We do all this stuff, and then we start walking. And as we're walking, we finish eating, and we see these bike rentals where you can like rent a bike. Now, I was supposed to say this at the beginning of the story, but I didn't. I can't ride a bike to save my life. When we were trying to go get some clothes, we decided to ride bikes because it would be cheaper, and it won't save time, but it'll save money. I can't ride a bike, so I kept crashing into every little thing. I stopped every 5 seconds. I was walking more than I was riding. Red tried to help me at first, and then he was like, "You know what? Let's just find a place to put the bikes and just put them down." So yeah, I can't ride a bike. So it was nighttime. Everybody was on South Beach side. We was like, "You know what? Let's just go ahead and let's learn how to ride bikes." He knew how to ride a bike. Let me learn how to ride a bike. So we rent 2 bikes for about a good, I don't know, I think it was like an hour. I'm not 100% sure. Red would know. I mean, it was his money that we were burning. But we rent these bikes out, and 5 seconds in, I feel like I'm doing better. It's no people around. I'm actually going straight. Like, if it's straight, I feel like I can handle that. If it's a lot of people, no. If it's a street, hell no. I don't do that. Crowded people or things that I could actually like hurt, like people or property, big no. But if it's a straight turn, I feel like I can handle that. So we're riding bikes, we're just chilling, and we get to this roundabout. Now, like I said, if it's straight, I can handle that. But this is a roundabout, and obviously, I can't handle that. I can't maneuver in a roundabout. So I just get off the bike and I start walking. I suck at riding bikes, but I start walking, and I realize when I look up, Red's gone. He kept He kept biking. I guess that's what you call it. But he kept biking on because it takes him a second. He's not looking back behind him every time because if he did, he would crash. But he kept biking on, and now he's gone. I can't see him. He's just around the corner. He wasn't really that far gone. So I just start walking until I get around the corner. But as I'm starting to like make that turn, I hear someone call out for me, and I'm like, yes. Like somebody said, they didn't say my name. They just said, "Hey you," and I look over, and the thing that I saw next just made me feel like, you know what? My childhood gone. That thing ain't no longer here. I look over and I see a naked woman with only thing that you can see other than her woman features was her bones. And by bones I mean ribs. She was a skinny white person, which I can only assume to be a snow bunny. I'm not saying she actually was a snow bunny, but high possibility. And yeah, everything was out. Like you can literally see everything, even though there was a light and you couldn't really see nothing. You could still see everything, and I don't know how. Like that just did we just break the laws of physics? Like, are we like not buying by laws of like common logic anymore? I don't even know. I think I'm making up laws at this point because there's no way that I could see this person this clearly in the dark. There's no way. So I did the only thing that I could do. I wasn't trying to get associated with no snow bunny. So I ran. I'm not a smart person. I ran. I I didn't know what to do, so I just ran. I just ran with the bike, and as soon as I was on that straight, I started pedaling. Boy, oh boy, if I tell you I suck at biking and you saw this one thing, you wouldn't believe me. Boy, I was zooming around people. I was curving. I was moving like a snake, bro. I'm telling you, I was just like I was moving in the traffic. That's for my That's for my homie. He knows who he is. That's my homie right there. But I was like, I was feeling myself after that. I ain't gonna lie, I was low key feeling myself. Eventually, I meet up with Red, and I tell him exactly what happened. He goes, "Well, then let's just go right back." Dude, I just pretend like I was just a sports person, and I'm just like the best biker all around. Like I'm in the Olympians right now, trying to get away from this person. And you want to go back? Obviously, it was a joke. But the time for jokes is over. I've seen enough now. I have been offered drugs. Yes. For the last things that I've been saying, they're drugs. I have been offered women. I have been offered I've been offered so many things, and now I'm just receiving things that I don't even want. I did not want to see a naked old woman that's probably on some type of like drugs. I don't want to see that right now. Like tonight has enough has happened. Sorry about the weird cut. I just want to say that for the rest of the story, if my voice sound a little different, I'm sorry. I fell asleep when I started losing my breath during telling the story, so I just stopped that night. Honestly, you guys don't want to hear excuses, obviously, but I'm finna finish the story right now. I'm just saying if my voice sounds a little different, I just woke up. Nothing really much happened after that. We finished riding our bikes for a little bit until eventually we got back to the bike station. We put our bikes up and we just decided that, you know what, enough has happened tonight. Let's just go back home and go to sleep. So we got back home, went to sleep, and for the rest of that trip, we just avoided South Beach. We did not want to go to South Beach no more. During the day, South Beach was like really cool. It was a lot of good people. We met a lot of cool people during the day. We went to a Muscle Beach. It was a pretty cool place to be during the day. It's just since we were underage, it was best if we just avoided South Beach. We didn't want to do drugs or anything like that, especially if we're underage. I do not support underage drinking, drugs. I don't support that. So the rest of the trip, we pretty much just it didn't go according to plan. Like Red tried to push me out of a plane. He made a joke on the flight there. I thought that that was actually going to be the joke, but it wasn't. So for the rest of the trip, we just decided to really stay calm, avoid South Beach at the night, and it was pretty cool. That was just like I just wanted to come on and talk about my first ever trip by myself. Well, really not really by myself, but without my parents, without my school, no one else there. Honestly, I rated a good solid 7 out of 10. It was cool, but it's just some things didn't really go the way we wanted it to, especially with skydiving. Things just really didn't go the way we wanted it to. But all in all, it was a good trip. Uh, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it for people above 21. Once again, I do not support that. But honestly, I'm done rambling on. This video has been. Oh god, this video is too long. That's enough of me rambling on. This video is 16 minutes long. I gotta stop this. I gotta edit this. So, catch you all in the next one. Later.